morning. Welcome to another money morning routine. Funny thing is, I've had no checking account spending to track this morning and no cash. Let me bring out my cash envelopes. Just double check, but I'm pretty sure, no cash spending at all either. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get updated with highlighting and get all of my expense trackers highlighted. My savings highlighter is running out. So that has all been done with the highlighting. Okay, so let's move on to other things. I'm currently on my 10th savings challenge inside of the Budget Mom Savings Challenge Volume 1 book. If we go to the front page, this is how much I've saved so far this month from doing the challenges. You can see they're not like huge, ginormous amounts, right? This is all of me challenging myself to save money from my different cash envelopes that I would have spent otherwise. So one of the things, my challenge today, I'm working on a challenge called Hidden Objects, and I need to save $10 today. So I was thinking about going through and pulling a 10 from one of my envelopes. And because it's the beginning of the month and it's really hard for me to gauge whether or not I'm going to need that money, I want to take it from an envelope that I don't usually use all of, and that is my household envelope. So I'm just going to pull a 10 from my house envelope. Write this down here. Today is 10/2, and it's savings challenge minus 10, and this gives me 40 left. I hardly ever spend all of my household. So put this in my hidden object envelope and write down the date today, 10/2. It's plus 10, and that gives me a $10 balance. Okay, so, and I can even put here on the description where I took it from, fun envelope. So there you go. So my savings challenge is done, but that's not the only step that we need to do. We also need to track it on my cash expense tracker. So 10/2 savings challenge under my savings category for $10. Okay, so that has been tracked and done. The next thing I'm working on this morning very quickly, and I kind of just started this, I haven't finished it. I kind of was looking over this yesterday, my sinking funds for 2026. Now, here are my sinking funds for 2025. Here are the ones for 2026. So far, the only one that I do, actually, I don't know if I even got rid of. I did. I got rid of one. It is my ongoing James savings account. He now gets a $50 allowance, so it's going there. But the rest, it looks like I am still doing. So that's what my sinking funds look like. I'm working on the due date, how much I need to save each month and all that, but at least I have the goal and the amount written down. So if you haven't already, I really start getting a clear picture of what you are wanting to save for in 2026 as far as setting up new sinking funds or just getting some good clarification around your financial goals. Yesterday on my Instagram, I had brought up that I am working on kind of this new meal plan for myself. And one of the questions I got was, how does my husband and kids fit into this? Well, we do the Nurture, I think it's called Nurture's Life for my son, Dante. He's a toddler, which we get home delivery for his food, all organic. It's really good service. My son, James, and my husband will eat what I eat. So here is what this is. This is me figuring out a meal plan that is dedicated more toward higher protein, whole organic, or whole foods. When I say whole foods, I mean without the processed foods and sugars. So eating things in their original or whole state. Now, how I work this out, this is just a Word document, and I wrote everything out in the order in which I'm going to eat it. So besides my pre-workout meal is always same thing. It's a rice cake. I put a little bit of Greek yogurt on the side, a little bit of peanut butter on the rice cake with half a banana. Okay. That's 140 calories at 5 grams protein. I know it's really hard to tell because the blue is really dark, but in the blue is my calorie count and my protein count. So For breakfast, I have 3 options. Now, my goal throughout the week is to eat mainly the same things Monday through Friday. Okay. So I have between 3 different options for breakfast. I can do a breakfast wrap, egg and sausage and sourdough, or high protein veggie egg scramble with oats. Those are my 3 options. Next, I get into a snack. So my snack is usually a protein shake with some berries. Okay, that's 180 calories, 25 grams of protein. Then I get to my lunch. Okay, I have 2 options for lunch. I'm going to be doing either beef with rice or a grilled chicken option. And then I get to another snack. That snack is 310 calories, 26 grams of protein, which is just a yogurt bowl, basically. Non-fat Greek yogurt, honey, berries. And then I don't know if you've ever heard of the Pro Mix. It's a brand that has a bunch of different, like it does creatine and protein powder, but they have these really good protein puff bars that I like. So one of those. Now dinner, I have a couple of different options. I can do either a grilled chicken option or a grilled or a garlic salmon option. And then my dessert, I always have, usually I drink it with my tea right now, but it's called, their brand is Unreal, dark chocolate peanut butter cup. So I wrote this all out because I want to get better with my nutrition. I am eating horribly right now, and because I am wanting to lose a little bit of weight, I have to focus on nutrition. Nutrition first. I may be working out every single day, 5-6 days a week, which I currently am. It does nothing if your nutrition is not on point. And for me, I feel like right now I'm doing all this work, I'm working out, but my nutrition is counteracting that. And I'm not making the progress that I want to see because my nutrition isn't that good. And right now it's because I'm gravitating towards convenience because I'm a mom of 2 kids and I have my own business and life is crazy. That's no longer an excuse. You work on and plan and take action on the things that matter to you. This matters to me. This is me taking action and realizing, hey, I need to get a little bit better with my nutrition. So for instance, yesterday, I ate a whole plate full of pizza rolls for lunch because that's what my son wanted and I didn't want to cook anything else. That's not okay. So my goal right now is to go through this, figure out what I have at home, what I need to get at the grocery store. My next thing is on the back side of this piece of paper, I'm going to call it Meal Prep Sundays, where I'm going to write out, okay, what can I bulk prep for Sundays to make all these meals and having these meals Monday through Friday easier for me to gravitate towards? What can I prep to make this process easier on Sundays so Monday through Friday I have what I need? So I know this is people say, well, Miko, that's not, money routine related. It is. Your food budget is one of the most expensive things we spend money on outside of like housing and childcare. So it is important because not only does eating the same things every single day help you meal plan, which then helps you better budget for your grocery shopping, but it also helps you track. Now, I'm not a huge tracker when it comes to my food, but I am going to be tracking a little bit just so I can gauge my success and what I'm doing and what I'm putting in my body, because right now I have no clue. And remember what I say, awareness is power, because you can then use that awareness to make better decisions. That's where I'm at, and that is my Monday morning routine.